credit. They came out and kicked our behinds. Their energy, their extra efforts, we didn't really have it in the first half. And obviously we got good looks and missed shots, and they made a lot of shots. Our defensive effort wasn't where it needed to be, and that's the result.
What specifically about the defense stands out?
It was just easy. It wasn't physical enough. Our switches weren't physical like they have been. And these games are going to happen, but it's just how do we respond? And we did it in spurts. But when you have a team like that, just continue to get confident. Risha Shea, how do you say his name, starting the third quarter the way he did, like Trae Young doing what he does in the fourth, hit 20 and 20. It just can't happen. But we see the guys again on Friday.
You said it. You get another crack at them in 2 days. That's kind of unique. You've done it before, but what's going to be at top of mind in that game?
Well, they're confident. They beat us once, so we are playing a more confident team than we would have coming into tonight. So we got to be ready. But I think we will be. And obviously it's the NBA Cup, so we want to go to Vegas. We got to do what we got to do to put ourselves in the proper position and take care of business.
What do you attribute the struggles defending the three-point line to?
Tonight, I just think it was our physicality. I think, you look at our switches, it's just easy. Everything just came easy for them. And then once you get confidence, even when you make it tougher, now they're in rhythm, now they're feeling good, and then that's when they start making shots. But, we've just got to be better. It's as simple as that.
Do you think that's consistently been the issue in that area, or is that unique to tonight then?
I think when we struggle, which, it's hard to say we struggle when you win, but we've had instances where teams have come back, it's because we're not as physical on our switches or as, aggressive on our defensive schemes, whatever that may be. And then nights like tonight, you get bit. That's kind of how it goes, but, we'll fix it, be ready for Friday.
When you get out to a 10-0 lead and then 30-11, is there any worry about thinking we got this already and letting down?
Not if we want to be the team we want to be. I think that's, it's natural for teams that just have a level of complacency, but we're not that group. I think we went up 40 against Golden State, who was the top 5 team in the West. We handled business. So there's going to be stretches. You're not going to just come out and just keep a team like that. It's the NBA. But at the end of the day, that lineup when it was myself, George, Sam, Ty, and Jalen, it was 35-35 when we came out. We didn't do our job, and then we're playing an uphill battle. So we just have to be better. When you get a lead like that, the game shouldn't end the way it did. But give them credit. Like I said, they worked. They outworked us, and we'll see them on Friday.
When it comes to Evan Mobley's growth and what he's been able to do, especially in the fourth quarter after in your first game, you didn't really get the ball. How did you like how aggressive he was in that fourth quarter?
Big time. I think for him, there was even more to be had. I think there was a lot of times where, we're figuring this out, man. It's not like the world is, falling. We're figuring these things out, but just the fact that he was aggressive. I think in Boston, we could have gotten the ball a little bit more, and I think learning from that fourth quarter into this fourth quarter, and I think we could have gotten the ball more, or at least put myself and him in the actions a little bit more playing that two-man game. But that's all part of the learning process, and he's, like I said to y'all, this is the worst he'll be all season, and he's been phenomenal, so he's going to continue to get better for us. He played well tonight. We'll continue.
Kenny talked a little bit about you guys being too heavy on the pick and roll dominance at the end of the game. How do you get out of that, and how comfortable are you guys when it comes to that?
I think you just different actions, whether it's off-ball screening, slip out, stuff like that. I think that's what you try to get to, and we tried it a few times tonight, but we didn't really get to it, so we kind of mismatch hunt sometimes, and you got to just play that game. You got to figure it out, but you got to go through these moments. We do it and have success. You have failures. You got to be able to go through it and then watch it on film and then learn from it. So we've had so much success with pick and roll, and it's like if it's not broke, don't fix it. But if we want to ultimately be the team that's unpredictable like we have, then you got to do different things, and we'll continue to get better.
Donovan, where are you guys in terms of the development of late game situations and what you want to get to and when, and lineups that you want to use and when, and stuff like that?
Well, it's early. I think we've had success, but I think we're going to continue to improve. I think we've done a lot of positives, but we also had some, I don't want to say negatives, but we had some things we can work on and get better at. And it's feel like it's weird to say that when there's only 2 losses, but there's things that we can improve on. So I don't expect us to look the same in April, and I mean that in a positive way. I think there's going to be a lot more growth, a lot more, diversity in different actions, kind of feeling the game, kind of saying, okay, hey, Ev's got it tonight. All right, cool, how we put him in this action, DG's got it, I got it. But not just go. It's more like trying to figure it out. But you have to learn and go through these things. I think that's part of it, and that's what we're continuing to do. But I think we have a lot more room to go, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's natural. When you have a team that's continuing to build, you have to go through these things in order to be the team you want to be.
The defense hasn't been as good this year as it has been in the past. Is there any long-term concerns about that?
No, I think we're trying different schemes that we haven't done in the past. I think because we want to be playoff ready. You don't want to be just a one scheme team, and then when the playoffs come, you don't really know kind of what you want to do. So we're trying different things and different lineups. And sometimes the two bigs aren't out there. Sometimes the low man the low man's a smaller defender. So like getting used to being there earlier. All right, JA, you got to close out to the wing. Like stuff we haven't done since I've been in the past 2 years. So just getting accustomed to it. That's what we're trying to do. Just continue to get those reps. So I'm not too worried. I think we're using this, and I don't want to say it's practice because I don't want to disrespect any team, but like there's going to be times you need to work on it. And sometimes if you can't practice, you got to work on it live in game. So no, I'm not worried. We're going to continue to be who we are. We know what our main defensive principles are, but we're just trying to find ways to improve. So when it comes April, May, June, we're not just going on the fly.